the most honorable and will receive a general salute from the Guard of Honor. The Prime Minister there being escorted by Chief of Defense Staff Vice Admiral Anthony James Foreman, where the Guard of Honor will render a general salute. Prime Minister heading up now to the saluting dais.
Dr. the Most Honorable and Homeless as made his way from the saluting days is escorted by Vice Admiral Williams Foreman.
The Prime Minister will now be seated in the order of precedence for the receiving line for those who will meet His Excellency. I believe we're now awaiting the arrival, this is home, right?
Yes.
For the Governor General. We're awaiting sights of the Governor General, His Excellency Sir Patrick Allen, and of course, Lady Allen. We continue to see scenes or shots of the Guard of Honor.
It takes quite a lot of discipline to stand on your screen now is Governor General of Jamaica, His Excellency the Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen, and His Excellency is a member of the Order of Nation, ON, Knight Grand Cross of the Order of St. Michael and St. George, GCMG, and he's actually being escorted at this time by the Chief of Defense Staff. And he enters the saluting days. Excellency, the Governor General, the Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen, exiting the saluting days, and immediately following His Excellency is the Chief of Defence Staff, Vice Admiral Antoinette Williams.
He's also being escorted by, I believe, 2 ADCs or aide-de-camp. The atmosphere is quite charged as we await the arrival of the President of His Excellency, John Dramani Mahatma. The official convoy will be escorted by a military motorcycle who will assist with the pace for the gun salute. We did warn you that it is quite a moment to experience. This commences the entrance of His Excellency Mahatma. His Excellency, or specially invited guest, John Dramani Mahatma, arrives at the Tokosher at King's House. Now witnessing the entrance of President Mahatma to the grounds of King's House. The President is greeted by the Chief of State Protocol, and he is now
being greeted by the Governor General, His Excellency, the Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen, and of course they're exchanging pleasantries. And the President will be escorted to the saluting days, followed by the inspection of the Guard of Honor this morning.
They're having quite a conversation.
Indeed. Welcoming him to the King's House. This is a very historic property,
Yes.
Historic site, and I'm sure he's telling him something about King's House and what he can look forward. For those persons who are living in the corporate area, it was nothing to be
alarmed by. It is alarming.
It is alarming.
However,
is being escorted to the saluting days, and he's escorted or accompanied by the Chief of Defence Staff, Vice Admiral Williams Gorman, Vice Admiral Williams Gorman, and following that, there'll be an inspection of the Guard of Honor.
he will receive a royal salute. of Ghana was composed by Philip Gago and is officially titled God Bless Our Homeland, Ghana.
Earlier you mentioned the royal salute, and so the royal salute is the highest level of military and state honor during an official visit, and it signifies deep mutual respect and strong diplomatic ties and official recognition, and in this case, the recognition of the President of Ghana as head of state. The royal salute is also rendered to sovereigns' representatives as well.
Yes. The President will now be inspecting the Guard of Honor. He's being escorted by, behind him is Chief of Defense Staff, Vice Admiral Anthony James Foreman.
And the President himself, His Excellency Dramani, is now making his way from the saluting base, escorted by the Chief of Defense Staff, Vice Admiral Williams Bowman.
This juncture, I believe, is
The President is to be escorted to the receiving line.
Right. There he will meet several members or all the members of the cabinet, as well as representatives from the judiciary and the opposition, who in this capacity is being represented by Senator Thomas Scott Motley, in the absence of the leader of the opposition, Mr. Mark Hogan.
Both the President and His Excellency, Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen, have taken their designated seats.
The Prime Minister and Mrs. Holness will be escorted to the greeting of where His Excellency, Sir Patrick Allen, and also the President and Lady Allen are seated. We're seeing shots of the Guard of Honor move out of focus, military bands.
And shortly we will witness the Prime Minister, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, intend to be introduced to the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Dramani Mahatma.
He is.
And that is being done at this time.
And as we mentioned earlier, immediately after the ceremony, the President will have a courtesy call with their Excellencies, after which he will move over to the office of the Prime Minister, where they will have later in the morning. It seemed very warm and very welcoming in the conversation.
You know, the names are normally
We're told they're very much like Jamaicans. They're very much like
and
Jamaicans.
there's so many Jamaicans who are residing in Ghana. And that's a beautiful shot there of the Governor General, His Excellency Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holmes. This is also can be seen in the shot there, as well as Her Excellency.
And as they take their photographs, we await the moment where the members of the receiving line will have their moment to be greeted by the President, His Excellency. We're seeing members of the receiving line, and now we have Senator Scott Motley, Donna Scott Motley, representing the leader of the opposition.
In dialogue, and is greeted out by Senator Kalina Johnson-Smith, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, who by chance met him at the airport last evening.
Yes, he did.
At the airport last evening.
Yes.
On his arrival to
They're
Jamaica.
not their first run-in, so to speak. She was
Absolutely
in
not.
there earlier this
Indeed.
morning. I believe we're now seeing Minister of Finance and Public Service, Favour Williams, followed by Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, Olivia Grange.
Exchanging pleasantries. She's absolutely looking amazing, and she
her
dressed the
print.
part
She dressed the
today,
part.
which is in keeping with our independence celebration,
Yes.
as well as a connection with Africa indeed.
And now seeing, before that, I believe it was the Minister of Tourism, Edward Bartlett, and the Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries, Floyd Green. Health Minister Christopher Tufton is next in the receiving line. And the Minister of Labour and Social Security, the Honourable Colonel Charles Jr. Auburn Hill, Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce. And Education Minister, Senator Dr. Dana Morris Dixon, who will be at the reparations dialogue this afternoon with the President of the Senate. Also greets Mrs. Holmes.
And Dr. Wheatley. And he's all smiles this morning. We're looking at
Minister Morgan, Minister Morgan, Member of Parliament, and also the Minister of Works. Has quite a massive portfolio.
the Honorable Deborah Chuck, Minister of Justice, and we are now
Chief Justice Brian Sykes. Before that, you saw the Ambassador, the Honorable Audrey Marks.
And this is the head of the diplomatic corps, who is Jan Hendrik van Thiel, Ambassador of the Federal Republic of Germany and Dean of the Diplomatic Corps.
And we saw earlier Ambassador Rocky Mead. We're seeing on our screen, he's the Permanent Secretary in the Office of the Prime Minister, followed by Ambassador Sheila Seeley Monteith, who is the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade and head of the Jamaican Foreign Service.
And the head of the Jamaica Police, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Dr. Kevin Blake, who's the Commissioner of Police, is in full view this morning, and of course exchanging pleasantries with Mrs. Holmes, the Most Honourable.
I believe this is Councillor Lorraine Dobson, who is representing His Worship the Mayor. And now we're seeing members of the official delegation from Ghana.
But before that, we saw Councillor Lorraine Dobson, JP, Deputy Mayor representing His Worship the Mayor, Councillor Andrew Swaby, Mayor of Kingston, and of course, we see other members of the official delegation of Ghana.
The first member is the Honourable Samuel Blackwell. He's the Minister of Foreign Affairs, who was here to lay the foundation earlier. I saw where he had a conversation with our minister, with his counterpart here in Jamaica, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade.
And he's followed by the Honourable Ernest Genfi, Deputy Minister for Defence. And there are other members of the delegation taking the opportunity to meet the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Dr. the Most Honourable Andrew Holness, and His Excellency, the Most Honourable Sir Patrick Allen, and of course, also taking the time to meet with
the members of the Ghanaian delegation.
Absolutely.
Who also form part of the receiving line.
Yes.
We're not at liberty to we'll just give you a few of their names as they go through. It's quite an extensive list. But here representing Ghana with the President is Ambassador Khadija Idrisu, Ambassador Kofi Altar, who's the High Commissioner of Ghana to Jamaica, Dr. Iqbal Spio Garba, President Envoy on reparations. As I mentioned before, that reparations conversation is one that will take center stage as he continues his visit here in Jamaica.
And of course, the President of Ghana, the Republic of Ghana, having conversations there with the Prime Minister, Dr. the Most Honourable Andrew Holness, and looking on Their Excellencies, the Most Honourable Sir Patrick Allen, and the Most Honourable Mrs. Allen. Lady Allen. Absolutely, that's right. Not in full view there, we saw just a half of Donna Scott Motley, Senator Donna Scott Motley, representing the leader of the opposition.
And moving out of frame briefly was the Chief of State Protocol.
Well, she's back in frame
back
now,
in frame.
and we see the Most Honourable Juliet Holness there. Also,
we can tell listeners too of the activities that are expected to be part of the official state visit for these 4 days. President Mahatma, he will have a courtesy call immediately after this proceeding, this function, and he will move to having bilateral talks with the Prime Minister Holness. He's also expected to attend a joint sitting of the Houses of Parliament, and he's expected to make a statement there. And the reparations dialogue, which we have been speaking about at the University of the West Indies Regional Headquarters. There's also a tour of the Civil Heritage Site in St. Anne, as well as merry-go-round, showcasing the best of the island's creative offerings.
during our self-independence and emancipation celebration that started on August 1, this past Saturday. Almost 9:45 in Kingston, Jamaica, and the sun, as it moves into the eastern to southern sky at an altitude of what? roughly 60 to 65 degrees, it signals the morning is ending. And so too is this official welcome ceremony honoring His Excellency John Dramani Mahatma, President of the Republic of Ghana, and his accompanying delegation.
I must say the sun behaved this morning. Earlier it was extremely hot. It was extremely hot, but warm.
Yes.
But as we continued the proceedings, it mellowed. And so we just want to say thank you to everyone who joined us this morning. A special thanks to our production team here. We brought you this live broadcast of the official welcome ceremony of the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. We will continue to give you updates as he continues his visit here on the island. We mentioned before he does have a packed schedule, and you can check out our social media pages to